Alright guys, welcome back to the channel again. So we have another small miniature car here, and this one's going to be one from DRC. It's going to be the 308e. Now, one thing about this little mini Truggy, it's an 18 scale vehicle, but they're saying it's going to be capable of 40 miles per hour out the box without doing any changes, but you will have to use a 3S LiPo. So they're saying it's 3S LiPo capable. So I'm going to see if this 3S will fit in there to do that speed run with this. So that's going to be very interesting to see if something this small is going to hit 40 something miles per hour. So there's going to be links up below in the description. And if it does, I mean, this is raising the bar of miniature small cars like this. A lot of times people get these vehicles and they're brushed. Then they got to add a brushless system to it and do all that. But this is coming with everything you need as far as if you're going to run a 3S LiPo, but a 3S LiPo. Now, real quick, it does come with 2 batteries with it. They're stating about 50 minutes runtime on this. You do get some basic tools and stuff with it. I like that DRC does include this little brush. A lot of times you're running out there and you can just take this and brush your car. But that's just me. Comes with a 2.4 gigahertz radio. You guys can see there it does have a speed switch on it. It's turned all the way up, so remember to turn that speed switch up when you're running these vehicles. It's pretty light, but it fits in the hand well, and it does have a foam on the steering wheel there. And this is gonna be the vehicle, so suspension setup should be fine. It does not have a battery or anything in it, but it should be fine the way it's kind of set up out the box with it. This has got kind of like that mean Truggy look to it, which is good. It's got clipless, or it's got tethers on the body for the body clips. We're going to just take this off real quick. Remember, it's got this plastic foam on here, so just tear that off the body. Sometimes I actually leave this on to protect the body, so I'll probably leave it on here, and then later on when it starts ripping, I'll just tear it off. But taking this off real quick, get this last clip off the back of it, you guys can see the inside of this. Now, I'm curious if this is going to fit. This was a little bit too big. So I may just put it like this and then strap it down just to run it on 3S. So this battery is going to be a little bit too big to fit in here for 3S running. So you will have to get a smaller 3S battery to fit up in here. I thought it was going to fit, but it's not. But we're just going to tape that down and force it just to run it, just to see if it's capable of running 3S and how fast it's going to go. And then we'll put the 2S batteries back in it and run it then. So you guys see the lookout or layout of this vehicle. That's going to be your brushless motor and stuff over here. Go ahead and take that off because we don't need that on there. It has a heatsink on there. Now it does have one of those 2-in-1 speed controllers on here. So hopefully everything runs fine with this. And you guys seen a lot of pop-ups coming up with the transmission, the layout and stuff. It doesn't have adjustable turnbuckles on here, but that should be fine as this is. The shocks are plastic body, but they are threaded. You guys can see that there, which is good because that's going to be kind of small, especially if you have real large hands to be putting spacers and stuff in there. So I like it that they do include that they're adjustable with that. You guys see those thick dog bones in there. Oh, these are CVAs or CVDs. No, they're CVDs in the front, or CVAs in the front, and then also in the rear. So that's going to be pretty good. So anyway, let me go ahead. Let me get these batteries charged up, and then let's take this out. Let's speed test it on 2S, and then I'm going to try to squeeze this 3S up in here and see what kind of speeds we get. All right, y'all, we got this all set up to start the test. Now, this can run 2 and 3S. Now, what I did real quick is because I can't fit that body on there with my GPS. You guys know that was pretty much messed up. So I'm going to run it here on 2S, and then I'm going to strap a 3S in there and then run that 3S in there. So let me get this set up and get this camera adjusted right. There we go. Oh, jeez, that's pretty quick there on 2S. I know he's pretty small. Let's try to get a little bit closer up to him. It's pretty quick there on 2S. All right, I think my steering is off just a tad bit. Get this straight. Let me get my steering straight real quick. All right, got that straight. Let's go. Yeah, 3S is gonna be a lot. We're already spinning out on 2S. All right, that's a straight pass. Let's bring this on back and see what we got on 2S LiPo. 3S is gonna be crazy, I already know. All right, let's see what we got real quick on 2S with this. Stop this, let's read it. 26. All right, so we'll probably get in the low 30s on 3S, but let's go ahead and pop that in and see what it does. All right, y'all, we got 3S in here. This is gonna be pretty interesting, making sure that's catching, which it is. I'm only gonna do one pass of this because the way I got stuff kind of set up in here. All right, let's go. That's quick. Surprised they're letting this little thing go on 3S. Let's go see if we can get it up full speed. Yeah, we are kind of losing it a little bit. Probably because we also don't have that body on there. I'm gonna let this, I think this guy's pulling out real quick. Let me let him pull out real quick and then we'll be back in just a second. All right, let's try this again real quick before we test this speed. He is gone. It's full throttle there. I think I'm losing, I thought I lost a little reception. Warehouse can sometimes play tricks on you. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I think I'm losing a little bit of reception here and there. All right, let's see what we got real quick. Running that on a wild 3S run. Hopefully that GPS didn't get all off and stuff. Need to get a smaller 3S to probably do a proper test with it, but 40 miles per hour. So we're close to that 43, I think. If we get this battery down up in there, it doesn't weigh as much stuff, we'll probably get close to that 40 miles per hour. So, but anyway, we're gonna get this and we're gonna take this off-road and do a quick test off-road. All right, y'all, out here with a quick test of this. The smallest of the bunch, testing this week. Little 18 scale car from DRC. It definitely has the punch in it. I'm running it on 2S LiPo. I want to see how it does over in this thick grass. Not too bad. This is pretty rough terrain, but you may need to do some adjustments to the suspension somewhat. But he's definitely getting up. And flipping. All right, let's see how he does on some of these jumps. Take the first one kind of easy. Get used to the beast. I bet you on 3S, we'd definitely be able to pull a backflip off, but I gotta find a small enough one to fit up in there. If you know of a small one that'll fit in here, put it down below in the description. Let's get this full blast. Almost had that backflip. Man, he's jumping like a big scale. Look at that, able to correct him in the air. Now you guys know this isn't a smooth prepared surface out here at all. So when I run and test my vehicles, I always try to make sure I test them in a normal environment where people would normally take these vehicles and run them. Like here at this park. And it's handling this terrain pretty good. I think somebody that's been in it for a while is gonna adjust it a little bit as far as the suspension is concerned, but it's going pretty good. Look at that. We wouldn't want as much bounce. A little kid's not even gonna worry about that. This is not going bad at all. All right, let's get this going. Oh, I missed it completely. Trying to see what's coming up behind me. Let's try this again. That's jumping good. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, get our last jump in, go all the way back here. Hopefully we won't miss the ramp. Oh, phooey. So far so good. This is going good. I think just it needs a little bit of adjustment on the suspension. It's a little bit bouncy, but that's gonna be fine. I think if you do some minor adjustments to it, you'll be fine with running this in any terrain. I mean, stock out the box, you guys saw, we did 40. It probably do a little bit faster if I had the body on it and not weighted down with that big LiPo. But there's gonna be a link in the description if you guys are interested in this product, and they got several other products too. So don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video. Appreciate you guys watching.